Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be talking about how to convert a mixed number to an improper fraction. So again, because we're working with fractions, I always start with a referent. So that just tells me, like, if we look at number 1, what 2 3/4 is referring to. 2 3/4 of what? Well, this box is going to represent one whole for me. So again, I'm going to attack this problem by doing it in two ways. The first way is by using a picture. So what I'm going to do is draw out 2 3/4. So 2 3/4, well, this 2 tells me how many holes I have. And then this other fractional part tells me what part I have. So 2 3/4, well, what I can do is draw two holes. And then 3/4 of another hole. Okay, and now this bottom tells me that each hole is cut into 4 equal sized groups or equal sized parts. So what I'm going to do is break each of my holes into 4 equal sized parts. Okay, and what I know is that these first two guys represented the 2 holes I had. So to represent the entire holes, I have to shade all the pieces. And then this third guy is not, I'm not supposed to shade the entire hole, I'm supposed to shade 3/4 of the hole. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, now what you should see is that all those pieces are the same size. So if I want to write this as an improper fraction, all I'm going to do is count the smaller pieces. So if I count all the smaller pieces, I have, well, I've got 4 here, I've got 4 here, and then I've got 3 here. So 4 and 4 is 8, and 3 is 11. So what that tells me is that 2 3/4 is equal to 11, and then my bottom is going to be 4 because each hole is cut into 4 parts. So again, where does the 11 come from? It's really all the individual pieces put together. So this is all the little pieces. Okay, now is there a quicker way to do this? Well, yeah, there actually is. So the quicker way to do it, I'm just going to write this up here. So write 2 3/4 as an improper fraction. Well, the quicker way to do it would be to look at first the number of pieces that we have just from the holes. So step 1 is to multiply. So what I'm going to do is if I have 2 3/4, well, again, the 4 tells me how many pieces my hole is cut into. And if I have 2 holes and each hole is cut into 4 pieces, what I'm going to do is multiply these two numbers together, and that's going to give me 8 pieces from the holes. Okay, step 2 is I'm going to add the pieces from step 1 to the numerator. In the fraction. And then I'm going to leave the denominator alone. So what I would have is 8 plus 3 over 4. And so overall, that's going to give me 11 fourths, just like before. So again, the quick way to do it, if I write this up here, the quick way to do it, if you want to have shortcut notation, is I'm multiplying these two numbers together, and then I'm adding that to the top. So when I multiply those two together, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11, and then the denominator stays the same. Okay, I want you to try example number 2, pause the video, and then begin again when you've had a chance to try it. Okay, so for number 2, you could have used the picture or the shortcut. So I'm going to use the shortcut here. So what I'm going to do is multiply these two numbers together. 5 times 12 is 60. And then add the 1 on top is 61. And I keep the bottom the same. So you should have gotten an answer of 61 over 12.